our council and our mayor, it's no secret they haven't gotten along with each other since day one. I think it's important that for us to pull our city together and unite our city, we have to, first of all, unite our leadership. I've served on many, many boards throughout my career as a firefighter, a police officer, and just a public servant throughout the city for the past 30 years, that you have to be able to give and take a little bit. You have to be able to work with just anyone. And most importantly, everyone's end goal has to be the same. What's best for the city as a whole and its people in the city. The personal agendas have to go away for us to be able to all work together. Well, one of the biggest things that people, a couple of the biggest things that people complain about right now, their concerns are our blighted properties and crime in the city. Now the people are going to choose a police chief also, and our police chief is elected. So hopefully that our crime can be addressed. But we also have to have a mayor who can work with our police chief at the same time. I've actually worked with all 4 of those police chief candidates throughout the years as a police officer, because I was actually a police officer for a little over 12 years. So I know that I can work with any one of those 4 that are going to be elected. But also our blighted properties. I've already started giving of my time and my machinery to donate my time and my machinery to the people in the city to help clear out some of these blighted properties. We have to aggressively attack this. The tall grass, the abandoned vehicles, the properties that just have buildings and homes that are just run down for many, many years, they have to be dealt with. And these property owners need to be held accountable. It's just not fair for the neighbors to have to live next to properties like this. And the community, the people in our community want this done. We just need leadership who is serious about making it happen. And I'm that person. Well, I've been a public servant in our city for almost 30 years now. I've served on the fire department. I've served on the police department. I was also part-time with the sheriff's office quite some time. All of this stuff obviously overlapped with each other. But, I'm a young man, and I've got the energy. I retired from the fire department specifically to run for mayor. I have the energy. I have the knowledge. I've been to these meetings. I've been to more meetings than most of the people on the council, including the mayor. And I've paid attention for many years. So I have the knowledge of how it works, why it has to work that way. There's a difference between public funds and private entity funds. Running the oil field is not the same funds as government funds and tax dollars. There's laws and there's rules and there's things in place that require a different way of doing things. I've also spent many, many years in Baton Rouge lobbying legislators, making those relationships at the state level. And it's very important that we have those relationships at the state level so that we can get the things that our city needs and desires from the state level also. I've got the experience, I've got the knowledge, and I know the people. I'm the only candidate that has served in the capacity that I've served as public servant throughout this city, and given back and done the things that I've done throughout the years with this city. I'll tell you that my heart is in the right place. I have the knowledge. I have the experience. There's no one else that will lead and unite this city the way I'm going to do it. I ask for their support, their prayers, obviously, and make sure whatever you do, you go out and vote.